Hare Krishna. So we'll continue the discussion from yesterday. Yesterday we were discussing about Krishna's opulences. So we discussed almost half of them. So we'll continue from 32nd verse. Okay, before we start, anybody has any questions? Okay, many have not joined. Okay. We'll continue. Sargana Adirantascha Madhyam Chaiva Aham Arjuna Adhyatma Vidya Vidyam Vadah Pravadatam Aham. Anuradha Mataji, can you read? Are you available? Okay, Arun, you can read.
Is my voice coming, Prabhuji, or some disturbance?
Coming.
Okay. Translation. Of all creations, I am the beginning and the end, and also the middle. O Arjun, of all sciences, I am the spiritual science of the self, and among logicians, I am the conclusive truth.
Yeah. So now Krishna is continuing his opulences, description of his vibhutis. So he is continuing to say, I am beginning and the end and the middle. Okay, Sargana of all the creations, Adi. I am the beginning, Anta, end, and Madhyam, middle. Okay. And Cha eva aham. I am only certainly eva, certainly Arjuna. What? Adhyatma Vidya Vidyana. I am the spiritual knowledge or spiritual science. Okay. So Vada Pravadam, and this is the third category. Vada Pravadatam Aham. So among the arguments, I am the Vada. Vada means Prabhupada has translated it as natural conclusion. Okay, so arguments are of three types. First is Jalpa. Then second is Vitanda. And third is Vada. Okay. So these will be explained in the purport. So among these three, Krishna is saying, I am Vada. Okay. Yes, please read.
Among these types of knowledge,
One
I
minute,
am the
one minute. Yeah, from here, yeah.
Angani Vedas Chatvaro Mamsha Nyaya Vistara Dharmashastram Puranam Cha Vidyaya Etas Chaturdasha. The four Vedas with six Angas, Chanda, meter, Vyakaran, grammar, Nirukta, meaning, Jyotish, astrology, and Kalpa, ritual, are the six Vedangas. I, Mimamsa, Nyaya. It is unclear what these are. Nyaya can refer to Brahma Sutras or Gautama's Nyaya, or logic in general. Mimamsa can refer to Karma Mimamsa doctrine. Dharma Shastra and Puranas are considered the 14 types of knowledge.
Yeah, so among the, if you see the verse here, this was the first type of opulence explained, and this is second and three. So three opulences are touched in this one. Okay. So now Adhyatma Vidya, that is the knowledge which we are talking about. So there are 14 types of knowledge. This is explained here. So he is saying among all this knowledge, I am the spiritual knowledge. Okay. Like that. Yeah, can be.
Among the types of knowledge, I am the knowledge concerning Atma, the knowledge of Vedant with four chapters, Chatur Lakshani, Lakshani Vidya, which defines Paramatma and his associates. Note, this chapter, the first chapter of Vedanta, shows Brahman as the subject of the Vedas. The second chapter solves all the contradictions with other scriptures. The third chapter deals with sadhana for attaining Brahman. The fourth chapter describes the attainment of Brahman.
So basically, this is like for the science of liberation. So among the six sanghas and the 14 types of knowledge, this is one of the knowledge which is Atma Vidya. Yeah, in all the arguments. Yeah, the point of
I am
argument.
Vad, I am Vad of those who debate. Vad, Jalp, and Vitand are famous as the three types of argument. When both parties desire to win by establishing their own opinion with proofs and arguments and refuting the opponent's view with circumvention, chal, false generalization, jati, and syllogistic fault, nigraha sthana, it is called jalpa. When one party refutes the opponent's view by the above means without establishing his own opinion is called vitanda. These two types of debate These two types of debate with a desire to win simply display skill in debating and bear no result. That discussion having a desire for truth is called vad. Being outstanding for being fruitful in determining truth, vad is my vidhuti.
Yeah. Okay.
Among the created manifestations, the first is the creation of the total material elements. As explained before, the cosmic manifestation is created and conducted by Mahavishnu, Garbhodakshaya Vishnu, and Shirodakshaya Vishnu. And then again it is annihilated by Lord Shiva. Brahma is a secondary creator. All these agents of creation, maintenance, and annihilation are incarnations of the material qualities of the Supreme Lord. Therefore, He is the beginning, the middle, and the end of all creation.
Hare Krishna. Yeah. Oh, sorry, I got on call. Yeah, you completed his slide, na?
Yes, Prabhu.
Okay. Yeah. So this verse, basically important point was this, that three types of argument. There is first, second, and this is third, Vada. So yeah, basically this will come many places. Jalpa is that where one tries to establish his own opinion without considering others' opinion. And Vitanda is that in which one doesn't consider his own opinion at all. What is his opinion, he is not concerned. He wants to defeat others. And Vada is that in which there is a fruitful discussion and one wants to know the truth. Okay, determining the truth. That is the point. Okay. Yes. Focus. Okay.
Srila Prabhupada purport. For advanced education, there are various kinds of books of knowledge, such as the four Vedas, their six supplements, the Vedanta Sutra, books of logic, books of religiosity, and the Puranas. So altogether, there are 14 divisions of books of education. Of these, the books which presents Adhyatma Vidya, spiritual knowledge in particular, the Vedanta Sutra represents Krishna. Among logicians, there are different kinds of arguments. Supporting one's argument with evidence that also supports the opposing side is called Jalpa. Merely trying to defeat one's opponent is called Vitanda, but the actual conclusion is called Vad. This conclusive truth is a representation of Krishna.
Hmm. Yeah. Okay. So yesterday we were discussing the categorization of these vibhutis. So here the first vibhuti, yeah, somebody want to volunteer? Yesterday who did not try or who wants to? Yeah, Bhakti Leela Mati.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
First, I am the beginning and the end, and also middle. So, creation amongst the creation means of all creations, beginning, end, and middle are in 1A.
Hmm.
Then spiritual science of all sciences. So spiritual science is B sorry second category 2A.
Yeah.
And amongst logician conclusive truth. So here I'm little bit confused, Prabhuji. So truth is spiritual or
No, this is any kind of argument. It may not be a spiritual argument only. Any argument. It may be any debate. Yeah. So it can be a
one
material or a spiritual material also. Yeah.
1A.
Yeah. Yeah. This first one because like here it is said, na, surely Sarga is material. It's not spiritual. So Adi, Anta, and Madhya, Lord is identifying with. So without these things, actually, this whole activity of creation will not happen. So this is like the active principle, or we can say the essence of that. In between, something may happen, but without this, the creation can any creation cannot happen. Okay, so we can say it as an essential principle of that activity, like that.
I
Okay.
was thinking will be source
Yeah.
of all, because source of all I was thinking. So, why can't it be source of all?
Yeah,
Because
all three
from
are mentioned here. All three we have to see.
Acha. Okay,
Yeah.
okay, okay.
Yeah.
And this will be conclusive truth.
Mm.
So, like as far as I understood it, conclusive truth means like we are not the body, we are soul, or the spiritual truth that
Mm.
connects directly to God.
Mm.
So the conclusive truth will always be spiritual. I was thinking like this.
No, no. Here, it's mentioned that it's any kind of debate. Uh, yeah, any type of argument. Okay, that is mentioned. Yeah, truth means it can be even scientific debate also. Yeah, but it will not be always spiritual debate like that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, obviously, Prabhupada said this conclusive truth is a representation of Krishna. So everything we have to understand is a representation of Krishna only. Okay. So among logicians, there are different kinds of arguments. So it need not be that all logicians are spiritualist. They can debate on something material also like that. Okay.
Yes, Lord.
अक्षराणाम् आकारोऽस्मि द्वन्द्वः सामासिकस्य च अहम् एवाक्षय कालो धाताहं विश्वतो मुखम्. Okay, Anuradha Mataji, can you read?
Yes, Prabhu. Of letters, I am the letter A, and among compound words, I am the dual compound. I am also a inexhaustible time, and of creators, I am Brahma.
Yeah. So first is he is saying about akshara, is that which is the letter. Among the akshara is akar, and among the samas, dvanda samas. So it will explain in purport. And then he's saying aham ev akshaya, I am eternal. Okay, inexhaustible time, basically. Akshaya kala. This is one word. Akshaya kala. And dhatam vishwatamukam. Vishwatamukam is one who has multi. Okay, here Vishwatamukam is he is saying Brahma. Yeah. So I am the among the creators, I am Brahma. Okay, like that. Dhata aham Vishwato Mukham. Dhata is the creator. Vidhata, like we say, Vidhata. That is creator. Yes, Madhuri.
Commentary by Srila Prabhupada, teacher. Akara, the first letter of the Sanskrit alphabet, is the beginning of the Vedic literature. Without Akara, nothing can be sounded. Therefore, it is the beginning of sound. In Sanskrit, there are also many compound words, of which the dual word, like Rama, Krishna, Rama, Krishna, is called Vandwa. Vandwa. In this compound, the gods Rama and Krishna have the same form, and therefore the compound is called dual. Among all kinds of killers, time is the ultimate because time kills everything. Time is the representative of Krishna because in due course of time there will be a great fire and everything will be annihilated. Among the living entities who are creators, Brahma, who has 4 heads, is the chief. Therefore, he is the representative of the Supreme Lord Krishna.
Okay. Yeah. So somebody want to volunteer? So what are the opulences told here? First is Akar. This is one opulence. And he's saying among the samas I am Dvanda. So this we have to see. And yeah, among the like I am the inexhaustible time. Okay. Akshaya Kala. This is third opulence. And then Vishwato Mukham. This is fourth opulence. So these four opulences we have to decide. Yeah. Anybody wants to volunteer? Yeah. Mukund Patro, would you like to try?
Okay, Prabhuji. So
Yes.
for first of letters, I am letter A is I think it will go in 1A, material and best of class.
Hmm. Yeah,
And next
I
is,
think Akar, no? Here in the purport Prabhupada has mentioned Akar,
yeah,
yeah,
he's
without, uh, sorry.
yeah, it's like here Prabhupada is telling any spiritual or main Vedic literature starts with the akar. So if we will take into spiritual literature into account, then it will be 2A then.
No, not spiritual. Yeah, like letter is used in material sense also. Yeah, but here he is saying nothing can be sounded. Means it is the essence of all the letters actually. Because without akar, nothing can be sounded. Like even if you want to say ka, so ka means ka is like this, but actually ka is ka
Plus,
plus a. Okay, this is the vyanjana consonant, which we English we write as k, and this is a. So the ka letter actually has ka and a. So without a, nothing can be sounded. In any of the alphabet, you see the letter a will be there. Word. Okay, so that's why it is essential. Without this nothing can be sounded. So we should keep it in that category. So it will be 1C. Yeah.
and next is I think like dual compound.
Hmm.
That again, then it will also be 1C in that sense, Prabhuji, or 1A.
1A only because it's one type of samas. There are other samas which Prabhupada has not mentioned here, but there are other 3, 4 types more. So yeah, this is one type of samas, and it's not that without this others cannot be formed. Yeah.
And next inexhaustible time, that is eternal. So that I think best of class only it will fall, right? 1A or
Yes,
material.
yes. Yeah, correct. It's material representation of Krishna. Yeah.
Yeah, and I am yeah. So Brahma among the creation. So I think that also it's like spiritual. Can we say that because
Yeah. Current Brahma is spiritual, obviously, but the Brahma post is not always spiritual. It can be both. Yeah. Now current Brahma is spiritual, like that. Yeah. And he is best among the creators. Yeah. Okay. Any thoughts? Anybody has any comments? Okay. मृत्यु सर्वहरश्च हम विद्भवश्च भविष्यताम् कीर्ति श्रीवाक्श नारीणां स्मृतिर्मेधा धृति क्षमा. Yes, Sri Ganga Putra, can you read? Are you traveling or you are in the vehicle but not traveling?
No, I'm in the vehicle only, Puja. I can read.
Okay. Yeah.
I am all devouring death, and I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. Among women, I am fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steady fastness, and patience. Can I read Puja translation?
Yes, yes. Yeah.
As soon as the man is born, he dies at every moment. Thus, death is devouring every living entity at every moment. But the last stroke is called death itself. That death is Krishna. As as for future development, all living entities undergo six basic changes. They are born, they grow, they remain for some time, they reproduce, they dwindle, and finally they vanish. Of these changes, the first is deliverance from the womb, and that is Krishna. The first generation is the beginning of all future activities. The seven opulences listed: fame, fortune, fine speech, memory, intelligence, steady fastness, and patience are considered feminine. If a person possesses all of them or some of them, he becomes glorious. If a man is famous as a righteous man, that makes him glorious. Sanskrit, Sans- Sanskriti is a perfect language and is therefore very glorious. If after studying one can remember a subject matter, he is gifted with a good memory or smriti, and the ability not only to read many books on different subject matters, but to understand them and apply them when necessary is the intelligence, medha, another opulence. The ability to overcome unsteadiness is called firmness or steady fastness, dhriti. And when one is fully qualified, yet to humble and gentle, and when one is able to keep his balance both in sorrow and in the ecstasy of joy, he has opulence called patience. Kashma.
Shama.
Kshama, sorry.
Yeah. So these are the opulences actually Krishna has told. Now, among the Sarva Haras, matlab among the all devouring, he is Mrityu. So this is opulence, first opulence, Mrityu. And then he's saying Udbhava. For the among the generation, Udbhavascha Bhavishyatam. Of all the future generation, future manifestations basically. I am the generation, means the beginning, birth. So this is Udbhava, that is birth, the second opulence. And then again, he is giving a list of opulences here. Okay, Kirti, Shri, Vak, Smriti, Medha, Dhriti, Shama. Seven. Seven opulences he is telling. So these are all feminine in nature, Narina. Okay, they are all feminine in nature. Yeah, like that. So yeah, these all in we can put in one category, Kirti, Shri, Vak, all that. Yeah. So somebody can categorize as we discussed yesterday. Madhav and Andrew, would you like to try?
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Yes, Ravi. These are Mrityu. So Krishna says that it must be material.
Yeah.
So one, and it is the best. That means 1A.
Yeah. Yeah, actually 1A. Okay. Okay.
And I am the generating principle of all that is yet to be. So again, I think it is 1A. Because generating
Yeah.
principle.
Yeah, generative principle we discussed actually one more category in that rarely we have used, that is source of all. Actually, the generation actually is the source of all. So it will go in that, yeah, D category. Because
1D.
from there everything begins, no? Like that. So in that sense, it should be 1D. Yeah. Yeah, and then these seven qualities are there. Yeah.
These seven qualities all are material.
Yeah, they can be in materialistic people also, spiritual people also. Yeah. That, yeah. Pure devotees also may have Kirti, Shri Vakya. It can be in both the people. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And it is, I think, essence.
Yeah, I think here 7 opulences listed like that. It said. Yeah. Mixing is, yeah. As such, like that is not told anything essential. Yeah, but he is saying that if possessed, then he becomes glorious. Yeah, we can say essence also. Best of all, also we can say both may be right. Okay. Yeah,
See,
yeah, both are I think okay here.
How essence?
Yeah, because na, in the sense that these are like uh, making one glorious, famous. Obviously, one of them is famous, but in the sense that if these are not there, like these are very very meaningful qualities in any person, any personality. Okay, in that sense.
But like essence, as we understand that heat is the essence of fire, or
Yeah, yeah, like that. Yeah,
characteristics kind of thing. But here
yeah,
it seems
characteristic.
that out
Hmm.
of many qualities, these seven qualities are principal. If it is there, then he or she will become best or become famous. Prabhupada is
Hmm.
saying
Yeah,
that if any of the qualities someone possesses, he becomes
you become
glorious.
glorious, correct. Yeah,
It seems best of all is better.
yeah, all of them. He is saying, I think, not one, all of them. He is putting all in one category actually. All this is one
Or
opulence
some,
he is telling.
or all of them, or some of them, like Prabhupada is saying.
Where is some of them? Ah, yeah, here. Yeah, or some of them he becomes glorious. Yeah, it can be possible. In A also we can put, no problem. We can put in A also. Best among all the qualities. Yeah. Yeah. Both are okay, I think. Yeah. Yeah, not nothing like very uh, it has to be this only. It's a little bit gray zone. Brihat Sama Tatha Sham Nam Gayatri ChandasamAham Masanam Marga Shirshoham Ritunam Kusumakaraha. Okay. Who has not been able to read? Ishwar Madhabru, are you able to read? Okay. If you can read. Okay, somebody else can read. Bhakti Leela Mataji?
Of the hymns in the Sam Veda, I am the Bruhat Sam, and of poetry, I am the Gayatri. Of months, I am Margashisha, November, December, and of seasons, I am a flower bearing spring.
Hmm. Hmm.
It has already been explained by the Lord that amongst all the Vedas, he is the Sam Veda. The Sam Veda is rich with beautiful songs played by the various demigods. One of these songs is the Brihat Sam, which has an exquisite melody and is sung at midnight. In Sanskrit, there are definite rules that regulate poetry. Rhymes and meter are not written whimsically, as in much modern poetry. Amongst the regulated poetry, the Gayatri Mantra, which is chanted by the duly qualified Brahmana, is the most prominent. The Gayatri Mantra is mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam because the Gayatri Mantra is explicitly meant for God realization and it represents the Supreme Lord. This mantra is meant for spiritually advanced people, and when one attains success in chanting it, he can enter into the transcendental position of the Lord. One must first acquire the qualities of the perfectly situated person, the qualities of goodness according to the laws of material nature, in order to chant the Gayatri Mantra. The Gayatri Mantra is very important in Vedic civilization and is considered to be the sound incarnation of Brahman. Brahma is Brahma is its initiator and it is passed down from him in disciplic succession. The month of November December is considered the best of all months because in India, grains are collected from the field at this time and the people become very happy. Of course, spring is a season universally liked because it is neither too hot or not too cold, and the flowers and trees blossom and flourish. In spring, there are also many ceremonies commemorating Krishna's pastimes. Therefore, this is considered to be the most joyful of all seasons, and it is representative of the Supreme Lord Krishna.
Yes, thank you, Bhakti. Okay, so here earlier Sam Ved was told. Now in that first opulence is told among the Sam Ved, Brihat Sam, which can be nicely sung. That is one opulence. Then among the Chanda means meter. Gayatri is the opulence of the Lord, means representation of the Lord. And among the months, Magh Shirsha, November, December, Prabhupada has said. And among the Ritus, the seasons, Kusumakara, the spring season. Yeah. These four opulences mentioned here. Yeah. So somebody wants to categorize? Yamuna last two. Want to try?
Yes, Prabhuji, I can try. The first one, the Brihad Sam, it comes under the category of now again, Prabhuji, Vedas can be spiritual, right? Like it's
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
it will be
Yesterday,
two.
yes.
Yeah, so it's about the hymns. So it's 2A,
Yeah.
the best of Vedic hymns. Then second is about the mantras, the poetry. So Gayatri mantra, it is again spiritual,
Hmm.
and it will be 2A.
Yeah.
Then the months, it will be material,
Hmm.
and it is considered best of the months. So it is again A, 1A.
Yeah.
And of the season, again, the spring season is material, and it is best. So it will be 1A.
Yeah. Thank you, bro. Okay. Anybody has any comments? Yes. Okay. Go ahead. द्युतं छलयताम् अस्मि तेजस्विनामहं जयोऽस्मि व्यवसायोऽस्मि सत्त्वं सत्त्वताम् अहम् Mukund Patro, could you read?
I am also the gambling of cheats, and of the splendid I am the splendor. I am the victory, I am adventure, and I am the strength of the strong. There are many kinds of cheaters all over the universe. Of all cheating processes, gambling stands supreme and therefore represents Krishna. As the Supreme Krishna can be more deceitful than any mere man, if Krishna chooses to deceive a person, no one can surpass him in his
I
in
think
his
one
deceit.
line you missed or here, this line.
Okay. Of all the cheating processes, gambling stands supreme and therefore represent Krishna. As the Supreme Krishna can be more deceitful than any mere man, if Krishna chooses to deceive a
No,
person.
this line is not there in the Purport.
Oh, it's not there in my book, Bhagavad Gita.
Acha, others also don't have? Okay, maybe.
Which line, Prabhuji?
The unfortunate commentator, right?
We have.
Who has?
It's not there, Prabhuji, in the Bhagavad Gita, which I am having.
Prabhuji, maybe the latest edition
I
has
think
it.
the latest one is having it.
Who has? Anybody has?
Oh, yes, Prabhuji, I have it in a small latest one.
I don't.
This one
Sorry, I
has
have
more.
a small only, but in my small Bhagavad Gita, it's not there.
Okay. Okay, maybe that new edition has, I think. Okay. Yeah, maybe you can read.
The unfortunate commentator who wants to cheat Krishna and the public by saying that there is something greater than Krishna is cheated by the Krishna, and the commentator cannot understand Krishna after any length of time. If Krishna chooses to deceive a person, no one can surpass him in his deceit. His greatness is not simply one-sided; it is all-sided. Among the victories, his victory, he is the splendor of the splendid. Among the enterprising, the and industrious, he is the most enterprising, the most the most industrious. Among the adventurer, he is the most adventurous, and among the strong, he is the strongest. When Krishna was the present on the earth, no one could surpass him in strength. Even in his childhood, he lifted Govardhan hill. No one can surpass him in cheating. No one can surpass him in splendor. No one can surpass him in victory. No one can surpass him in enterprise. And no one can surpass him in strength.
Hmm. Thank you. Okay, so somebody wants to try? Not tried. Anuradha Mati, yesterday you were there?
Yes, Prabhuji, I was listening yesterday,
Okay.
so I
Would
could.
you want to try?
No, Prabhuji, next time I'll try.
Okay. Okay. Suvida Mataji, you want to try? Are you okay?
Yes, I'll try.
Yes.
I am also gambling of the cheats. Prabhuji, it will be 1A,
Yeah.
and then and of the splendid, I am the splendor. Again, Prabhuji, 1A,
Yeah.
and then I am the victory. It will be same. I am adventure, again 1A, and I'm strength of the strong, 1A.
Yeah. I think this is very simple.
Yeah.
I
Hare
think,
Krishna.
one more thing we can add here is the last one. If you see Prabhupada has written,
Yes.
is that about the strength of the strong. No? Yes, Arun, you were saying something?
Yeah, the same thing with strength is it seems
Yeah.
essence and
Yeah,
even
essence, yeah.
splendor of the splendid. Anything which looks splendid, the splendor is like I am. So it is also looking like essence.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. Essence. Actually, you have to see the purport. Na Prabhupada wrote about. That's what I had marked earlier. Where is that splendor? Yeah. He is a splendor of the splendid. Among the victorious, he is victory. Okay.
yeah.
I am not sure about splendor. Yeah. No one cheating. No one is splendor. Okay. It is not right. I don't remember where it was. But yes, this splendor I am not sure. But maybe this Sattvanam Sattvatam Aham. This is surely like essential quality because the strength is the essence of that. Yeah, in the same sense we can say for the splendor also. Yeah, in that sense we can say that also. That for the splendid there should be splendor for it to become splendid. In that same sense we can tell. Okay. Yes. Thank you, Mataji. And okay, others. Anybody want to comment? Okay. Yeah. Obviously, these are not very hard and fast. Like it has to be that only. But yeah, in different ways of understanding, yeah, we can assign. Okay. Vrishninam Vasudevo Asmi, Pandavanam Dhananjaya, Muninam api ham Vyasah Kavinam Ushna Kavihi. Okay. Okay. Madhari Nam too. Did it?
Of the descendants of Vrishni, I am Vasudeva, and of the Pandavas, I am Arjuna. Of the sages, I am Vyasa, and among great thinkers, I am Usani. It is to be understood that the Vasudeva referred to in this verse of Bhagavad Gita is Baladeva. or Balaram, because he is the original source of all incarnations, and thus he is the sole source of Vasudeva. Among the Munis or learned men conversant in Vedic knowledge, Vyasa is the greatest because he explained Vedic knowledge in many different ways for the
These
understanding of
first two lines also you can read. Please.
yeah, it's not visible.
Not able to see? Okay.
No.
Among the sons of Pandu, Arjuna is the famous as Dhananjaya. He is the best of the men and therefore represents Krishna. Yeah, continue.
Among the Munis or learned men conversant in Vedic knowledge, Vyasa is the greatest because he explained Vedic knowledge in many different ways for the understanding of common mass of people in this age of Kali. And Vyasa is also known as an incarnation of Krishna. Therefore, Vyasa also represents Krishna. Kavis are those who are capable of thinking truly on any subject matter. Among the Kavis, Kusana Sukracharya was the spiritual master of the demons. He was extremely intelligent and far-seeing politician. Thus, Sukracharya is another representative of the opulence of Krishna.
Thank you. Yes, Anuradha Mataji, you want to try?
No problem. Even now, also, I'm doubtful.
Okay, no problem.
I'm just
No, you try. Maybe we can help. No problem. You want to try?
no problem.
Okay, Shri Gangaputra.
Like, does she know all the categories? Maybe
Yes,
she may not know.
No problem. Then Shri Gangaputra.
Yes, Vijay. Of the descendants of Vrishni, I am the Vasudeva. So it is second category, Vijay, spiritually. And in Prabhupada is saying it is source. Vasudeva is the source of all. So it like 2D.
Okay. Okay, Vrishni is yeah, spiritually. Okay. They're associates of the Lord. And D you are saying?
Yes, Vijay. Source. Vasudeva is the source of all.
Okay, it was mentioned he is the original source of all incarnations. He is the
Prabhupada.
source of he is a, no, that is Baldev. Okay, Vasudev referred to in this verse is Baldev, but he is source of Vrishni is that is not mentioned. They are all Jiv Tattvas. Did Prabhupada mention?
For Balram, it is mentioned as source of.
Yeah, Balram is source of the Vasudev in that sense. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we can say source. Yeah, source of all living entities, Balram only. Yes.
Yeah. And of the Pandavas, I am the Arjuna. So Arjuna is pure devotee. So it is
Correct.
2A.
Okay.
He is the best of archer.
Okay.
And the sages, I am the Vyasa. So obviously, the Vyasa is also like, he is the Vasudev himself. So he is also 2A. The source.
Okay. Yeah.
I missed the slide actually. 1 minute. Please.
Okay. Kavinam Ushna Kavi.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah, Shukracharya. He is telling about.
so his Shukracharya is not pure devotee. It should be first category.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 1A should be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Anybody has any comments? Go ahead. Dando damya tanasmi nitirasmi jigit satam. Jigi satam. Maunam chaivasmi guhyanam. Jnanam jnanavatam aham. Okay. This Arun, please read.
Among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment, and of those who seek victory, I am morality. Of secret things, I am silence, and of the wise, I am the wisdom.
Hmm.
There are many suppressing agents, of which the most important are those that cut down miscreants. When miscreants are punished, the agency of chastisement represents Krishna. Among those who are trying to be victorious in some field of activity, the most victorious element is morality. Among the confidential activities of hearing, thinking, and meditating, silence is most important because by silence one can make progress very quickly. The wise man is he who can discriminate between matter and spirit, between God's superior and inferior natures. Such knowledge is Krishna himself.
Yeah, thank you. Okay. Somebody want to volunteer for this shloka? Who has not time? Okay, everybody. Yes, Yavana, let's do, yeah.
So the first one, project. Among all means of suppressing lawlessness, I am punishment. So this comes under one category, material,
Mhm.
See,
and
Mm.
the it comes essence of the active principle. C.
Mm. Okay. Why C you considering? Can explain? All means of suppressing lawless and punishment.
Because I thought, Proji,
Means essence it should be means that without it
yeah,
cannot be any suppression only.
yeah, punishment
Mm.
like to.
Okay.
Okay.
Means you mean to say that okay, suppression, any kind of suppression is
Yeah,
it has to
it
be
is possible only by some
small or big,
punishment or
yeah, small or
chastisement.
big punishment. Yeah, actually, yeah, suppression. Generally, my understanding was there are four ways we can do. Might have heard Sam,
Dand.
and there is the Danda, okay, Bhed, and Dam. Okay, these four ways are there of suppressing any person by good words or by punishment or by
Okay, so it's
telling.
best is dand.
Yeah. In that sense, actually, this verse is told in my understanding like that. So in that, the punishment is best. That's what Krishna is identifying with.
Okay.
So in that
So
sense, if we see it, maybe A
yeah.
like that. Yeah. Okay.
Okay. The second is that among the victory and morality. So this will be again one category, and so morality is best considered. So it is 1A.
Yeah. Here it should be C. Actually, in my understanding, why it should be C? Because see, morality, if not there, then there cannot be any decision maker. Like when there is a cricket match, there has to be umpire. Otherwise, there
Mhm.
cannot be any victory. And if you remember, oh, no, not in this series. Yeah, somewhere else we were discussing about the story of first chapter of Bhagavad Gita. It comes that story. Baldevi Devushan says that the Hanuman and Arjuna once actually Hanuman had disguised, and he was at the Lanka between that bridge basically, and Arjuna visited that place Rameshwaram. Now he was saying, "Arey, why Lord Ram had to make a bridge of stones? I can make a bridge of arrows. Why to make the bridge of stones?" So Hanuman was there as a sadhu disguised. He told, "Oh, you can make a bridge of arrows. Can you show?" So Arjuna told, "Yes, I can make it with my left hand." So he made the bridge of the arrows. Then Hanuman told, "No, no, it will break immediately." He told, "No, I will make such a bridge that it will never break. I have made it." So Hanuman went and jumped on it and it broke. So, okay, yeah, before doing this, actually, they had a bet that Arjuna told, "Okay, if you can break the bridge I can make with arrow, then I will become, I will give up my life." And Hanuman told, "Okay, if I cannot break, I will become your servant." So then Arjuna made the whole bridge with the arrow, and then Hanuman went and broke it. So Arjuna told, okay, I'll try once more." So once more he made the bridge, and then again Hanuman went and jumped and it broke again. So he told, "Okay, let me try last time." So Arjuna made once more, very nicely he tried, but again Hanuman went and broke it. So then again Krishna came in the form of another sadhu. He told, "No, no, no. See, there cannot be any victory or defeat until unless there is a judge. So now I'll be the judge. So tell me what is the bet here. So they explained, okay, this is the condition and this is the bet, and now we are going to start. So he told, now you can start. So then when Arjuna made this time the bridge and Hanuman went and jumped, it did not break. So now he told, okay, now you don't give up your life, Arjuna. So then they both understood, oh, he is my same Krishna, and Hanuman understood he is Lord Ram. So basically, the point here is that there cannot be any discussion of victory or defeat until unless there is a rule set of morality. Okay, this is the law, this is the way one will defeat, one will get defeated, one will get victory. There cannot be any uh, decision only made, basically. So until unless there is a morality principle, there is no question of victory or defeat. So it's a very essential principle. Without it, it cannot proceed only. The game cannot proceed. So in that understanding, it should be essential principle like that. Okay. And later, obviously, Hanuman became servant of Arjuna. He was on the flag of Arjuna in during the fight. So like that. Okay, next one.
The next one I'm bit it might come under two categories. So the among the
Spiritual.
of secret things, it is
Ah.
a material.
Yeah, it should be material only because silence is not all related to spiritual activity.
Now in the subcategory, I'm a bit confused whether it comes under C or A. So C, why I'm thinking about C, because Prabhupada is writing that silence is most important because of by silence one can make progress very quickly.
Yeah, you have to see whether other activities which are confidential are possible without silence or not. So hearing,
Yeah,
it has to be without silence, obviously. Thinking is possible with silence or without also. Meditating may not be possible so much without silence. But yeah, all of them, it's not that it has to be present. So it may not be essential for all.
So A then.
Yeah, I think it should be like that. Yeah. And it's not always spiritual. Yeah. Yeah.
Then again, this is and of the wise I am the wisdom. So Prabhupada is telling about the knowledge which differentiate between matter and spirit is the best. So this will be two category.
Yeah.
That is spiritual.
Yeah.
And it is best, so it will be A.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. Okay. Anybody has any comments on this?
This would be wisdom. Like no one can be wise without wisdom. I was thinking of it as essence.
Last one? Which one?
Yes,
Last.
yes. Like no, there is no possibility of wise without wisdom. So if
Yeah, Prabhupada has
someone
explained in a little different way. He's saying the wise man who can discriminate between matter and spirit. Yeah. So in that sense, so yeah, like wise and wisdom, na? If somebody we can see in Krishna consciousness also, he may not be intelligent, but he may be Krishna conscious. Yeah, in that way, he is wise. Yeah. Yeah, we can say the way you are also saying. Yeah, I think that is also good. We can say without being wise, one cannot be having wisdom. Yeah, I think that is better. Yeah, we can say it's C only. Yeah, that is better. Okay, anybody else has any comments? Okay. So I think we just completed the exercise. Yeah, okay. We'll continue this chapter then for one break. Yacchapi sarvabhutanam bijam tad aham arjuna न तदस्ति विना यत् स्यात् मया भूतं चराचरम्. Okay. Anuradha Mate, could you read?
Yes, Prabhuji. Furthermore, O Arjuna, I am the generating seed of all existence. There is no being moving or non-moving that can exist without me.
Yeah, so now Krishna is summarizing basically in one sense. He told earlier, I will speak only principal vibhutis, pradhanatah. So he is saying, Yachapi sarvabhutanam bijam aham tadaham Arjuna. I am the seed giving father, like he says. Okay, so I'm the seed of all the existences. All that you see, whether you see strength of the strong or you see the strength of the weak or weakness of the weak, whatever. I'm all of that. Somebody may represent me more fully, somebody may represent me less fully, like that. But everybody has some type of strength or some kind of skill which I only have given them, like that. That's what Krishna is saying. Natadasti vina yat syat maya bhutam characharam. And there is no chara or achara, moving or non-moving. And then which can exist without me. Natadasti. Asti means to exist. Oh, no, asti means to be, and syat means to exist. There is no existence of anybody without me, like that. So everybody depends on me, means Krishna is saying I am the essence. Okay, Krishna is saying I am the essence of all existence. So same thing he said earlier also, like Sutre Manigana Iva. Okay, without me nothing can exist. It will all break down like the string of the pearl. Okay, I am the string of the pearl, and it will all break down as the pearls will break down without the string. That's what he's saying. Okay. Yes, please read.
There are many suppressive agents, of which the most important are those that cut down miscreants. When miscreants are punished, the agency of chastisement represents Krishna. Among those who are trying to be
I
victorious in
think
some
this is
Prabhuji,
some
we have read
mistake.
this. Yeah.
Some mistake in the purport. 14, 39, no? Everything has a cause. Okay, that may be missing out. Okay, somebody can read from the book. You have book, Mataji?
Should I read for you?
Mataji has the book. Yeah, please read from the book. 39th purport. 39.
39.
Hmm.
Yeah. Everything has a cause, and that cause or seed of manifestation is Krishna. Without Krishna's energy, nothing can exist. Therefore, he is called omnipotent. Without his potency, neither the movable nor the immovable can exist. Whatever existence is not founded on the energy of Krishna is called Maya, that which is not.
Yeah. So even Maya exists because it is an energy of Krishna. But like that, we have to understand. Okay. So everything Krishna is the cause of the cause. Aham sarvasya prabhu, matta sarvam pravartite. I am a controller of everything, operator of everything, and everything manifests from me. Okay. Yeah. नान्तो अस्ति मम दिव्यानां भूतान विभूतीनं परन्तप एषत्तुद्देशतः प्रोक्तो विभूतेर्विस्तरो मया. Yeah, Shri Gangaputra Prabhu. Are you there? Yeah.
O mighty conqueror of enemies, there is no end of my divine manifestations. What I have spoken to you is but a mere indication of my infinite opulences. Purport. As stated in the Vedic literature, although the opulences and energies of the Supreme are understood in various ways, there is no limit to such opulences. Therefore, not all the opulences and energies can be explained. Simply a few examples are being described to Arjuna to pacify his inquisitiveness.
Yeah. So Nanto Asti. There is no end. To what? Mama Divyanam. To my Divya means basically opulences, transcendental or divine opulences. Vibhutinam Parantapa. Okay. So Uddeshata, just Uddesha means to signify something or to point our hands towards, or some example like that, some indication of that. In that way, I have explained. Okay. So yeah, like that too. Yad yad vibhuti mat sattvam Shrimad Urjitam eva va tattadevavagachatvam mama tejo amsha shambhava.
Can I continue, Bhajan?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Know that all opulent, beautiful, and glorious creations spring from but a spark of my splendor. Purport. Any glorious or
Yeah,
beautiful
just 1 minute.
existence.
Yeah. Yeah. So he is saying yad yad, whatever you see, wherever you see, what you see, vibhuti. Okay. Vibhuti you see. And then Krishna is saying mat. Like mat chitta mat gata prana, he said. Mat means here having what? Sattvam, satta or existence or being, like that. So whatever vibhuti mat means, like we say here, the mat prefix, sorry, suffix is for state, state of something, like vibhuti mat. It's in the state of being a splendor or strength, like that. Okay, so Shri mat, like we have somebody is the Shri mat, we say, na, the holder or possessor of Shri. Vibhuti mat, somebody is possessor of vibhuti, like that we say. Okay, so if that is there, vibhuti mat person is there or object is there, so understand it is Srimad Urjitam eva. Srimad is here Krishna. Okay, so he is, yeah, Prabhupada has translated as beautiful. Okay, Srimad Urjitam eva. It has arisen, Urjita or arisen, or it is Prabhupada has translated in another way, glorious. It is certainly glorious. And he is saying Tattadeva avagacha tvam. Okay, so certainly eva, you must know what? Mama tejo. It is my teja, splendor. In what way? It's not full, it is amsha. It's my splendor, but only in an amsha. It's, if you remember yesterday we discussed some portion. Only in some portion. Yesterday, Prabhupada wrote in the purport. It's not in full, it is in some portion, like Sakya Avatar. So Krishna has invested some of his energy. Okay, somebody has invested with Bhakti Shakti, somebody Palan Shakti, somebody Samhara Shakti, like that. So Mama Tejo Amsha Sambhavam. It has been possible only by my opulence given in a small quantity, like that. Okay, much sattvam. Okay. Yes, please.
In this verse, the Lord gathers together all the vibhutis which he did not mention. Whatever object, tattvam, exists having powers, vibhu, vibhutimat, vibhutimat, having abundance of beauty, shrimat, or strength, urjan, urjitam, understand that the object gains its perfection, sambhavam, by a, by, by a particle of my shakti, mama tejha amsha. One should consider that all these are non-different from me by being under my control and by being perverted by me,
Pervaded. Pervaded.
pervaded by me. Forms like Vamana are also included in this perception. Srila Prabhupada. Any glorious or beautiful existence should be understood to be but a fragmental manifestations of Krishna's opulence, whether it be in the spiritual or material world. Anything extraordinarily opulent should be considered to represent Krishna's opulence.
Yeah, same thing. Vibhuti as proper translated, extraordinary opulence or exceptional opulence, like that. So everything is like Prabhupada is translated as spark of my splendor. Okay. So spark is amsha, like that. अथवा बहुनैतेन किं ज्ञातेन तव अर्जुन पृष्ठभ्याम् एतं कृष्णम् एकांशेन स्थितो जगत्. Kishore Mahaprabhu, can you read? Are you available? Yes, somebody else can read. Yamuna will ask.
Yes, Prithvi, I can read. Translation. But what need is there, Arjuna, for all this detailed knowledge? With a single fragment of myself, I pervade and support this entire universe.
Yeah, so he's saying Athava, okay, Bahuna Tena. Okay. There are many kind like that. Bahuna, many etena kind, yeah. Kim gyatena tab Arjuna, how much should I tell you? How much you will come to know? Ishtabhyam, idam Kritsnam means completely. No proposition, entire. Yeah, Kritsnam. It's entire. What? Ishtabhyaham. Aham Ishtabhya. I have pervaded everything. entirely. Ekamshena sthito jagat. And know that this jagat, this world, material world, it is sthito, it is existing on what? My ekamsha, my one expansion. Which is that expansion? That is Shirodaksha Vishnu. Okay, Shirodaksha Vishnu is holding this whole material world. So how we know? That same example that earlier Krishna gave, that I am pervading this whole universe just like the pearls are strung on a thread, like that. Okay, that same example we can understand through. Yes, please read.
Since Baldev Vidyabhushan, since I pervade everything, all the wonderful or powerful objects should be understood as my vibhutis. In the 10th chapter, Krishna is worshipped as the person whose one portion upholds the universe, and by a fraction of whose power the sun and other personalities have their profound powers. The Supreme Lord is represented throughout the entire material universes by his entering into all things as the Supersoul. The Lord here tells Arjuna that there is no point in understanding how things exist in their separate opulence and grandeur. He should know that all things are existing due to Krishna's entering in them as Supersoul. From Brahma, the most gigantic entity, on down to the smallest ant, all are existing because the Lord has entered each and all and is sustaining them.
Yeah.
The Lord is all pervading by the expansion of his partial representation, the Supersoul, who enters into everything that is. Pure devotees, therefore, concentrate their minds in Krishna consciousness in full devotional service. Therefore, they are always situated in the transcendental position. Devotional service and worship of Krishna are very clearly indicated in this chapter and in verses 8 through 11. That is the way of pure devotional service. How one can attain the highest pure devotional service, highest devotional perfection of association with the Supreme Personality of Godhead has been thoroughly explained in this chapter.
Yeah, see, the Prabhupada's conclusion to this chapter is giving what he is concluding with. So he is saying Lord is all pervading, as super soul, he enters everything. But what do the pure devotees, what they focus on? They concentrate their minds in Krishna, consciousness in full devotional service. Therefore, they are always in transit position. Okay. They worship, okay, devotional service and worship Krishna are very clearly indicated in this chapter through 8 to 11. So the pure devotees focus is these verses, the Chatushloki. That is the way of pure devotional service. He is not saying that the devotees focus on this Vibhuti Yoga, seeing Krishna everywhere in this material world. They are not focusing on that. How one can attain the higher devotional perfection with the Supreme Lord has been thoroughly explained in this chapter, like that. Okay, yes.
Srila Prabhupada. Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan, a
Till
great
now, Prabhupada is only speaking.
Sorry,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, continue.
Srila Baldev Vidyabhushan, a great Acharya in disciplic succession from Krishna, concludes his commentary on this chapter by saying, Yachakti tlesa suryadya bhavanti ati ugra tejasa yad amshena dhritam vishwam sa Krishno dashame archate. From Lord Krishna's potent energy, even the powerful sun gets its power. And by Krishna's partial expansion, the whole world is maintained. Therefore, Lord Sri Krishna is worshipable.
Yeah, so conclusion is that Lord Krishna is worshipable, not the Vibhutis are worshipable. Shri Krishna dasame archyate. Krishna is archayate. He is to be worshipped. Archana has to be done to Krishna. Not that Airavata is opulence, I will worship Airavata. Oh, Ucheshrava also opulence, I will worship Ucheshrava also. Oh, Shukracharya also opulence, I will worship Shukracharya also. Not all that. Just worship Krishna. That is the way how Prabhupada has completed this whole chapter and concluded. So this concludes the commentary. Here he is saying. Okay. Yeah, he concludes the commentary in this way. Okay. So we'll pause here and after 5 minutes we'll join. I'm pausing the recording. Okay. So I'm starting new chapter now. So this is chapter 11. Shlok. Okay. The universal form. The Virat Roop. Baldev Vidyabhushan and Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has titled it as Vishwarup Darshan Yoga. Okay. So this is same as saying as Virat Roop, the universal form. So obviously in this chapter there will be also description about Kala Rupa from verse 19 onwards. The Kala Rupa will be explained. And Virat Rupa will be explained from 1 to 18. Okay, so these two divisions. Prabhupada mainly titled it as Virat Rupa basically. And obviously Virat Rupa with Kala factor is Kala Rupa. Future, present and past. All three together. Okay, that is called Kala Rupa. So one very interesting chapter. Many things, Siddhanta principles will be there, and some important concepts. So first section is Arjuna's request and Krishna's description of his universal form. Okay. So basically, the context of this chapter starting is Krishna has explained a lot about his vibhutis, and Arjuna desires to see those vibhutis at one time together in the form of the Lord, and how Krishna has accomplished all that in one form is the Virat Virupa, basically universal form that will be shown in this chapter. Okay. So Arjun speaks. Now Krishna has concluded the previous chapter. So as we know, previous chapter Arjuna desired to hear about the vibhutis of the Lord. So Krishna explained the vibhutis in principle. And now Arjuna is desiring to see his Virat Roop, which is the physical manifestation of all the vibhutis together, like that. So he is requesting that. Mad anugrahaya paramam guhyam adhyatma sammitam yatvaya uktam vachastena mohoyam vigato mama. Okay, so first few verses, 3 verses, he's going to speak about how he is grateful for Krishna speaking the Vibhuti Yoga. So that he is going to speak. Okay. Okay, somehow this translation is not edited. Okay. So Arjuna said, by my hearing the instructions you have kindly given me about these most confidential spiritual subjects, my illusion has now been dispelled. Okay, so Mad Anugrahaya Paramam. So Mad Anugrahaya, your mercy upon me, Anugraha, mercy upon me. What kind of mercy? Paramam, supreme mercy you have shown. So what mercy? Supreme mercy. Guhyam Adhyatma Samyitam. So what kind of subject you have spoken? Guhyam and Adhyatma, spiritual. Okay. Guhyam Adhyatma. Okay. That spiritual, confidential knowledge you have spoken. And Sammitam. Yat Tvayo Ukta. Tvayo Ukta means Tvaya means to you. Ukta means spoken by you. Vachas Tena, in your words. Vachas, you spoke in your words. By that, what has happened? By this Guhya Adhyatma, what has happened? The result of that is Moho ayam Vigato Mama. The Moha has gone away. Vigata. Okay. Vigata. Gata means gone. Vigata means Vishishta Rupana Gata. Okay. It has very far gone away of mind. Mama. So some illusion is dispelled. Obviously, later also Arjuna is going to say at the end of the 18th chapter also, Nashto Moho Smritir Labdha Tat Prasada Mayachyuta. Like that he is going to say. So Nashto Moho Smritir Labdva. So there also complete destruction of moha. Obviously, this moha is not like the moha of the materialistic person who is having moha of his family, children, or wealth, or his post or position. This is not like that kind of moha, because as we discussed in beginning of this discussion of Bhagavad Gita, this illusion is caused by Yog Maya. This is not caused by Mahamaya. So this is under the desire of Krishna that Arjuna is having this illusion. And then he is speaking like this, that my illusion has gone away. Okay, like that. So actually there is no illusion for Arjuna, but superficially, temporarily, it is there by the influence of Yogamaya, like that. Okay. So basically the summary of this verse is he is saying, by your mercy, my illusion is dispelled. What mercy he is speaking about is the Guhya Vibhuti Yoga. Okay. So as we discussed, this is Guhyatara knowledge. He is talking about Guhya means here Guhyatar knowledge. It's not about Guhyatama knowledge. Okay, Guhyatar knowledge. And also the previous chapter contains some Guhyatama knowledge also, 8th to 11th shloka. So both he is speaking. Okay, so he has combined all that in one. So all that is dispelling his illusion, and he is asking more about the Guhyatar knowledge only in this. So as we have discussed, the Bhagavad Gita for devotees, as such, the contents are done. Bhakti Yoga is done. Okay, but now some aspects he is going to ask for those who are common people. That will be more about Guhyatar and Guhya knowledge, like Atma and Paramatma Gyan, or the knowledge about the opulences of Krishna, the other mixed yoga systems, all that he is going to ask. He is not more going to ask about the pure devotional service, many verses like that. Okay, so this is the context of this chapter. So now, yeah, Baldev Vidyabhushan and Vishnu Thakur will also explain what is going to come in this chapter. Okay, so we'll read. Okay, Madhavan, could you read?
Yes. In the 11th chapter, Arjuna, seeing the universal form, praises it in reverence. Reverence. When Krishna shows himself again, Arjuna becomes pleased. At the end of the last chapter, hearing about one Amsa of his dear friend, the Adi Purusha, who is the shelter of all the vibhutis, with the words Istabhyam idam krishanam ekam sen sthito jagat. Arjuna become submerged in the highest bliss and desired to see that form. He praises what the Lord has just spoken in 3 verses.
Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, he'll praise the Lord for speaking Vibhuti Yoga. Yeah.
The words spoken by you, revealing vibhutis present in yourself, have removed my ignorance concerning your powers. In the 11th chapter, on seeing the universal form, Arjuna, frightened, begin to praise that form. By showing his original form, the Lord then gives bliss to Arjuna.
So the original form is the two-handed form. Okay, so in this chapter, at the end, again, Krishna is going to show his two-handed form, which is Saumya Rup. Prabhupada says. Saumya Rup means which is bliss, as here Prabhupada written, gives bliss, or Saumya means that which is pleasing. Yeah.
From the description of Lord's vibhutis, beginning with Aham Atma Gudakesam, Sarva Bhutasya Sthitaha, and concluding with Vistabhyam Idam Krishnam, understanding that the shelter of all the vibhutis, Mahavishnu, the Purusha who creates the Mahatattva, was an avatar of Krishna, and seeing that the source of all the avatars, including Mahavishnu, was standing in front of him, Arjuna, submerged in an ocean of friendly bliss and desiring to see that Purusha about whom Krishna had just spoken, then began to speak.
Yeah, so where did Krishna speak that all this Mahavishnu and the Purusha who creates Mahatattva basically is an avatar of Krishna? Where in the last chapter it was spoken? Anybody remembers?
From Sarvasya
It's
Prabhu.
10.20, where like Krishna, before speaking about Vibhuti, he says that this like he gives kind of introduction that the source of all Vibhuti comes from me, and then he starts speaking Vibhuti.
Yeah, so that is 10.20 actually he spoke. that I am cause of all the vibhutis. There I had told also these three atmas of of the material world is Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu is the atma of the universe, and then Shirodaksha Vishnu is the atma of the super atma of the every living entity. So there he spoke that all these three atmas come from me, from whom further all the other vibhutis come, like that. So he has spoken there. Yes. Okay.
My bewilderment was expressed in the words, O Master of Yogamaya, by what method of thinking can I know you at all times? How should I think of you with devotion in various objects, O Lord? That bewilderment is now gone by the words you spoke to show mercy to me, words which manifested from the tongue. The description of the vibhutis in you, Paramatma. These vibhutis are very secret, not understood by anyone except yourself.
Yeah, we that word is there in that verse. So yeah, basically he's saying what kind of bewilderment? That bewilderment which was caused by Yogamaya. And what kind of bewilderment that was? That was give there in me aroused by you for the benefit of common people. So what did I ask in that bewilderment? For the benefit of common people, I asked this question: how should I think of you in various objects? Okay, so that kind of bewilderment is gone now. Okay, but in this chapter, we'll see another kind of bewilderment will come in this chapter. Okay, that another mode of Yogamaya will take over. Yeah, please read. Prabhupada's.
This chapter reveals Krishna as cause of all causes. He is even the cause of the Mahavishnu from whom the material universes emanate. Krishna is not an incarnation. He is the source of all incarnations. That has been completely explained in the last chapter.
Yeah, the same thing
Now,
is referring 10.20.
now, as far as Arjuna is concerned, he says that his illusion is over. This means that Arjuna no longer thinks of Krishna as a mere human being, as a friend of his, but as the source of everything. Arjuna is very enlightened and is glad that he has such a great friend as Krishna. But now he is thinking that although he may accept Krishna as source of everything, others may not. Slide is gone.
One minute. Yeah. Last line.
Arjuna is very enlightened and is glad that he has such a great friend as Krishna. But now he is thinking that although he may accept Krishna as source of everything, others may not.
Yeah, so Prabhupada is explaining in a little different angle of what kind of illusion this is. Prabhupada says that, okay, the illusion is over. What kind of illusion is that? This means that Arjuna no longer thinks Krishna as his mere human being. Means in Sakhyaras, he thinks Krishna as just a human being, right? So he will tell later that I used to sit with you, eat with you, joke with you, call you names. Like that I used to do as a friend of his. But as the source of everything, he is understanding. But this is under Maya only, Yoga Maya only, that he is thinking him as the source of everything. Like that. Okay. So that is under Yoga Maya only. But his Sakhyaras will remain later. Yeah. So Arjuna is enlightened and is glad that he has such a great friend. So ultimately he is thinking him as friend only, even though he's great, but the friend thing has not gone. Okay. He's not considering him like any great prime minister or something. No. Great friend only. Okay. But now he's thinking that although he may accept Krishna as source of everything, others may not. So he is having a concern. Arjuna is having a concern in his mind that I may be able to accept you as the source of everything, but others may not accept you still. You have told that, oh, I am source of all this, I am source of everything. But how will others accept? How the common people will accept? So for that, Arjuna has a desire in mind to show Virat Roop. So understanding the desire of Arjuna, and also Arjuna is going to speak. So Krishna will show Virat Roop. Yeah.
So, in order to establish Krishna's divinity for all, he is requesting Krishna in this chapter to show his universal form.
Yeah. So again, the same common people, he is asking for the sake of common people. Arjuna has already understood that Krishna is the source of all. He has faith in Krishna, but not others will believe. So for them, he is asking to show his divinity and show his universal form. So again, you have to understand who is the audience of this universal form. So audience for this universal form is not again devotees. These are the common people who are not believers of God. So when they see, oh, such a big personality was shown by Krishna, he is having such universal form, who is the source of Mahavishnu, Garbhodaksha Vishnu, everyone. Okay, so then they will understand, yes, yes, Krishna is God. So Arjuna is not thinking like that. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, see here, Arjuna acknowledges that all this is happening to him by Krishna's grace. Yeah, okay. Arjuna agrees to what Krishna has several times said. Krishna is speaking to him just for his benefit. Yeah. He is now convinced that Krishna is cause of all causes and it's present in everyone's heart as super soul. So Arjuna is convinced. Okay, so devotees are convinced that Krishna is cause of all causes. Am Sarvasya Prabhu, he has told, and Sarvahridaya Bhutanam, he is situated as super soul. So devotees are convinced, but the common people, they are not convinced of this fact. So for them, universal form is required to be shown. Okay. Okay. Bhava apyayo hi bhutanam shrutau vistaraso maya tatvatah kamala tatraksha mahatmyam api cha avyayam. Okay. Mukund Patru, please read.
O Lotus-eyed one, I have heard from you in detail about the appearance and disappearance of every living entity and have realized your inexhaustible glories.
So Arjuna is continuing to speak the words of gratefulness, what he has told in the last chapter about his Vibhuti Yoga. So what he is saying, I have heard, Shrutau, what Vistaraso Maya, I have heard in detail, Vistaraso. Why about what? Tattvata Kamal Patraksha. Okay, he's addressing Krishna as not an ordinary person, but whose eyes are like Kamal Patra. Kamal Patra Aksha. So just like the lotus petals have a slight redness at the end, the lotus petals. So similarly, Krishna's eyes also have slight redness at the end. And it's very long, it's going to the ears. So Arjuna is seeing the two-handed form and appreciating the beauty. Obviously, the mode is going to change now to universal form. So he is addressing now as Kamal Patraksha to make the contrast. And then what Krishna has spoken, Mahatmyam. He has spoken about his glories. Apicha avyam, and you're inexhaustible. Avyam means that cannot be exhausted. Vyaya means to exhaust. Avyam means cannot be exhausted. So he has spoken all that, and I have realized all that. Okay. So he is showing gratefulness. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Please read.
Baldevidya Bhushan's commentary. O Lotus-eyed Lord, those two eyes are long and reddish at the tips, like lotus petals, and their beauty is intensified by your intense prema for your devotees. I have heard from you directly, Tvatta, many times, Vistaras, Vistarasa, about the creation and dissolution of all the beings caused by your Tvatta. I have heard about your eternal powers, Avyayam, Mahatmyam, in such words as Kritrasna Jagata Prabhava Pralayas Tatha. I am creation and destruction of the whole universe.
Yeah, like that, many similar statements he quotes. That 9.4, I pervade the universe. I am all beings are in me, but I am not in them. All those statements Krishna is remembering. Yeah, sorry, Arjuna is remembering. Yeah,
Sri
yeah, please
Prabhupada's
continue.
commentary. Arjuna addresses Lord Krishna as lotus-eyed. Krishna's eyes appear just like the petals of the lotus flower. Out of his joy for Krishna has assured him in a previous chapter, Krishnascha Jagataha Prabhavaha Pralayas Tatha. I am the source of the appearance and disappearance of this entire material manifestation. Arjuna has heard of this from the Lord in detail. Arjuna further knows that in spite of his being the source of all appearances and disappearances, he is aloof from them.
Yeah, this same
As
thing,
the
9.4, Bhagavad Gita is quoting that.
as the Lord has said in the ninth chapter, he is all pervading, yet he is not personally present everywhere. That is the inconceivable opulence of Krishna, which Arjuna admits that he has thoroughly understood.
Yeah, so already Krishna knows Arjuna has understood. He is asking for somebody else, the common people, all these things to be shown by universal form. Evam etad yathatvam atmanam parameshwara drashtum ichhami te rupam aishwaram purushottama. So, yeah, okay, read the translation. Anuradha Mataji.
Translation by most greatest of all personalities, most supreme form, though I see you here before me in your actual position, as you have described yourself, I wish to see how you have entered into this cosmic manifestation. I want to see that form of yours.
So, evam etad yathat tam yatha ath, as you have spoken. Okay, so what Atmanam Parameshwara, yourself, the Parameshwara, O Supreme Lord. I want to see now Drashtum Ichhami. Ichha means to desire to see. What Te Rupam, your form. What kind of form? Special form. Aishwaram Purushottam, this form. Okay, that Purushottama form which is filled with Aishwarya. Aishwarya means opulences. What kind of opulences? Opulences explained in the previous chapter, the divine opulences, the vibhutis you have explained in the previous chapter. Show me all that in one form, O Purushottam. Okay, because you are Purushottam, you can show it to me like that. Okay. Yeah, please read.
What you have spoken, Ataha, about yourself, Atmanam, is true in such verses as Vishtha Vyaha Vyaha Dham. I do not have any doubt at all about it. However, I desire to see, out of curiosity, that form expressing your power, showing you as the controller of all. O Supreme Lord, O Supreme Person, since you are Supreme, you certainly must know that I desire to see this, and you should fulfill this desire. I naturally relish your sweetness, and I am expressing your sweetness.
Experience.
But because you now desire to assume a sharp taste, I have now manifested a desire to experience your majesty and power.
Yeah, so that's at this point he is saying, see, I desire to see. So these are all under Yogmaya only. It's in one sense Krishna desire superimposed on Arjuna, because Arjuna is satisfied with the two-handed form, but Krishna is going to speak through Arjuna, because Arjuna also is representing all the common people and all of us. So he is out of curiosity asking. So Prabhupada will explain what is the reason, three reasons why Arjuna is asking this. So why he is having such kind of desire? What is the cause of this? Sorry, what is the reason to have such desire? So he says that you certainly must know that I desire to see this. But actually Arjuna is not desiring to see this, but he is asking this on behalf of common people. Okay. So how do we know? Because already previously it was told, I am satisfied with the form, whatever you have spoken, I have already understood that you are the Supreme Lord. He has already told. But previous purport told that it is for the others he is asking. Okay, I naturally see, he is saying, I naturally relish your sweetness. What kind of sweetness? The Sakkharas. I relish it. But now what you are going to show will be not Sakkharas. It will be Vismaya. It will be the rasa of wonder or fear, like the Bhayanak ras. All that will come. So that I don't relish. And again, Arjuna will tell him to show his sweet form of two-handed form. Okay. So, but because now you desire, so he is saying, he is putting you on Krishna only. You desire to assume sharp taste. You want to attain or assume the universal form. So I also desire to see that like that. Yeah.
Mentioned by Srila Prabhupada. Okay. The Lord said that because he entered into the materialistic universe by his personal representation, the cosmic manifestation has been made possible and is going on. Now, as far as Arjuna is concerned, he is inspired by the statements of Krishna, but in order to convince others in the future who may think that Krishna is an ordinary person, Arjuna desires to see him actually in his universal form, to see how he is acting from within the universe, although he is apart from it.
Yeah, so this is the
Arjuna,
first reason to ask. So that first reason in order to convince others. Okay. Yeah. Read.
Arjuna's addressing the Lord as Purushottama is also significant. Since the Lord is the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he is present within Arjuna himself. Therefore, he knows the desire of Arjuna, and he can understand that Arjuna has no special desire to see him in his universal form, for Arjuna is completely satisfied to see him in his personal form of Krishna.
Yeah, so Arjuna is satisfied. So here Krishna is saying, so one reason is to convince others. Then he say future may think that Krishna is ordinary person. They may think Krishna is ordinary person. Arjuna desires to see him actually in his universal form, to see how he is acting from within the universe. Okay, this is the second reason basically. To see how he is acting from within the universe. Okay. So this is the second reason Arjuna has to desire like this. And then here he is saying he is completely satisfied with this. Yeah. Yeah.
But the Lord can understand also that Arjuna wants to see the universal form to convince others.
Yeah, this
Arjuna,
fourth time Prabhupada is trying to convince others. Yeah.
Arjuna did not have any personal desire for confirmation. Krishna also understands that Arjuna wants to see the universal form to set a criterion, for in the future there would be so many impostors who would pose themselves as incarnations of God. The people therefore should be careful. One who claims to be Krishna should be prepared to show his universal form to confirm his claim to the people.
Yeah. So this is the third reason, to set a criteria in future, because nowadays so many people in villages or cities or in multi-cities or wherever, everywhere there are so many new people claiming that I'm God, and so many common people who are just naive or very innocent, they fall prey to such claims, and there are 5 6 people who start worshipping one person, and that person also becoming old and coughing and all that, and still they are worshipping, and this all is going on. So Arjuna is knowing all this, and he is asking this for these three reasons. Okay. So the three reasons that Arjuna is asking, first is in order to convince others, second is to see how he is acting through the universe, basically how his vibhutis are acting through him. And third is to set a criteria in future that if anybody tomorrow says, I am God, so then immediately Prabhupada has many times he would say, if you are God, then you should show your universal form. Then these people will say, no, no, you are not qualified to see the universal form. So then Prabhupada would say, yeah, then Krishna gave Arjuna the eyes to see. You also give me the eyes to see your universal form. So we can ask like that. So such a criteria for Arjuna is setting like that. Okay. मन्यसे यदि तत् शक्यं मया द्रष्टुम् इति प्रभो योगेश्वरो ततो मे त्वं दर्शयात्मानम् अव्ययम्. Okay. Yes, Bhakti Jala Mataji, please read.
If you think that I am able to behold your cosmic form, O my Lord, O Master of all mystic power, then kindly show me that unlimited universal self.
Yeah, so now Arjuna is speaking here. After speaking about the gratefulness, he is telling about if you think that I am qualified, I am yogya. See, here he is saying the word Yogeshwara. Okay, Yogeshwara. That will be explained. That if you are Yogeshwara, so then you can give me the qualification to see this great form, universal form like that. Okay. If you consider me qualified, Dashyata Atmanam Avyayam. Kindly show me your Avyaya form, eternal form. eternal form in the sense, not that it is eternal, as Prabhupada will explain. Okay. It's more in that sense of unlimited form. Okay, unlimited form, not eternal. Yeah, because universal form is temporary, it's not eternal, it's temporary, it's real, like that. Yeah, please read.
It is said that one can neither see, hear, understand, nor perceive the Supreme Lord, Krishna, by the material senses. But if one is engaged in loving transcendental service to the Lord from the beginning, then one can see the Lord by revelation.
Yeah. So yeah, it's very important principle that one cannot barge into the spiritual world or gain the realization of Lord, but it will come only by mercy. As one endeavors, by that mercy will come. And mercy is not coming without endeavor. Like if there has to be some endeavor, otherwise everybody will get the mercy that we don't see. So only few people get mercy, those who endeavor, like that. And then it should be in a humble disposition. So Arjuna, even though he is pure devotee, he is setting example for all of us. What he is saying? He is saying that you can please show me if you consider me qualified, like that. So when we also approach our teachers, Siksha Guru, Diksha Guru, we also approach in this way, that if I'm qualified, then I may get the knowledge, I may get the realization, like that. Or when we approach the Prabhupada's purports or books, anything. So previous acharyas. So we start the study in this mood, like that. Yes, please read.
If the infinite reveals himself, then it is possible to understand the nature of the infinite by the grace of infinite. The word Yogeshwar is also very significant here because the Lord has inconceivable power. If he likes, he can reveal himself by his grace, although he is unlimited.
Yeah, so devotees understand that Lord is unlimited. We cannot understand him fully, but we can understand to some extent only by his grace, like that. Okay. So that's why he is addressing him as a Yogeshwara, like that. Yeah, please read.
Therefore, Arjuna pleads for the inconceivable grace of Krishna. He does not give Krishna's order. Krishna is not obliged to reveal himself unless one surrender fully in Krishna consciousness and engage in devotional service. Thus, it is not possible for a person who depends on the strength of their mental speculation to see Krishna.
Yeah, so many times scientists may discover some God particle. They may want to see Krishna like that, but that is not possible. So it's only possible by engaging in devotional service and surrendering oneself to Krishna, okay, or his representatives. Okay. Then only Krishna is revealing himself. Only by devotional service it's possible to understand Krishna fully, like that. Shri Bhagavan Uvacha Pashyame Partha Rupani Satasho Atha Sahasrasha Nana Vidhani Divyani Nana Varna Akriti Nicha. Yes, Madhav Prabhu, please read.
The Supreme Personality of Godhead said, "My dear Arjuna, O son of Partha, see now my opulences, hundreds of thousands of varied, divine, and multicolored forms."
Yeah, so now Shri Bhagavan Uvacha. So till now Krishna is speaking in two-handed form. Later Shri Bhagavan Uvacha will mean Virat Rupa will speak. Okay, so all are called Bhagavan only. And now what he is saying? Pashyame, behold, see, what? O Partha, see my form, Rupani. What? Satasho, Satam is 100. Satasho, hundreds, plural. Hundreds of what? Sahasra, Sahasrasa, hundreds and thousands, like that. Yeah. How Prabhupada has translated hundreds of thousands, like the millions, basically. What? Nana Vidhani Divyani, of many kinds, Nana Vidha, which are all Divya. Divya word actually is more connected with Devata. Okay, Devata. And it's here Prabhupada has translated as divine. So divine is not spiritual. Okay, divine is more about subtle. Okay, here in this chapter. I'm not saying definition which is throughout the book, but in this chapter, divine, word will be referring to subtle, which is all material only. Okay, even though the word is divya, but it's material, but it's not gross. One cannot see with the gross eyes. One needs the subtle eyes to see the universal form. Okay, which is specialized, but it's not spiritual, it's not transcendental. Okay, it's not beyond the three modes. Okay, that we'll discuss in next class. But just note down this. Okay, that it's not transcendental, it's divine. So it's more related with Devata, and Devatas see this form when they go and approach Lord Vishnu to pray. So they don't see also this form, but sometimes Lord gives them the qualification to see. Devatas actually we'll see in this battlefield also. They are able to see this Vishwarup. Okay, and Arjuna is able to see, but others are not able to see. And obviously Sanjay is able to see. Yeah. Yes, please read. Just 1 minute. The evolution is not there. Yeah, please read this.
First, I saw him that the form described in the Purusha Sukta as Sahasra Purusha, Saharsaksha, Saharsapat. That form with 1,000 heads, 1,000 eyes, and 1,000 feet.
Yeah, which is this form? 1,000 eyes, 1,000 feet.
Universal form.
Yeah, this is basically Mahavishnu. Okay, if any one of you have seen the picture of Mahavishnu, not the one which generally we see universes coming out, that is only one head, two arms. But actually, Mahavishnu's form is thousands of heads and thousands of eyes. All that is there. So that is actual. That's Purusha Shukta prayers. Shastra Shirsha Purusha Shastra Aksha Shastra Path. You might have heard. Yeah. Please read. So that form Lord is going to show. That which is Mahavishnu form. Yeah.
It is my own expansion, the first Purusha Avatara, Mahavishnu, the Antaryami of Prakriti.
So who is this my here?
Krishna.
This is Swayam Bhagavan Krishna, original Krishna. Krishna, the original God. Okay, so he is speaking, two-handed form. Okay, two-handed form. So no, this you have to note, because later this will be giving an important conclusion. Two-handed form is saying that this first Purusha is my incarnation. Yeah, read.
Later, by having the necessary qualification, I will show him my form of my time.
What is this my form of time?
Kalru.
This will be explained 19th onwards. This is the Kalaru. Okay, now please read.
Considering in this way, in his mind, the Lord faced Arjuna, telling him to pay attention. Thus he speaks this verse. See these hundreds and thousands of forms, Rupani. In my one form, my Swarupa. See hundreds of my Swarupas, which are my vibhutis. Being thus requested, the Lord speaks in 4 verses to let Arjuna see his own form as all the devatas, as the creator with 1,000 heads, the Antaryami of Prakriti, and then having made him qualified by that vision to reveal to him his form as time. By repeating the word Pasya in several verses, the Lord conveys the astonishing nature of these forms that he will show. See these hundreds and thousands of forms of vibhutis in one form of mind, appearing with 1,000 heads. This should mean be fit to see these forms. Imperative case can be used to suggest qualification.
Yeah, so now Krishna is saying that first I will give you the qualification to see the Virat Rupa. Then I will give you the qualification to see the Kala Rupa, basically. Okay, so both qualification Krishna is going to see. And now what qualification Arjuna has?
He is devotee and friend.
No, what Rupa he is seeing now, currently.
Two-handed form.
Two-handed.
Yeah, so now he's seeing the Swami Rupa. Okay, Swami Roop. And later Krishna is going to give him the qualification to Shiv, Virat Roop, and then later the Kala Roop. Okay. He is going to give the qualifications. That's what he's saying here. Okay. Okay. Complete this purport and then stop.
Arjuna wanted to see Krishna in a universal form, which, although a transcendental form, it just manifested for the cosmic manifestation and is therefore subject to temporary time of this material nature. As the material nature is manifested and not manifested, similarly, this universal form of Krishna is manifested and non-manifested. It is not eternally situated in the spiritual sky like Krishna's other forms.
Yeah, so this is very important. These three. Generally, devotees don't understand that this universal form is temporary, basically. It's real, but it is temporary. So that's what Prabhupada explained here. It's not that universal form has one Vaikuntha planet. Not like that. Okay, so the yogis meditate on this universal form. Okay, so yogis meditate and then later they meditate on Paramatma Roop. So Paramatma also, universal form also, they don't have their permanent in Vaikuntha planets. So that Prabhupada has clarified here. So universal form is of Krishna is manifested and non-manifested. Like example is the material nature, the material world. Material world is manifested and then unmanifested. It goes inside the body of Mahavishnu, then comes out. But it's not unreal. It is real. Okay, yes, continue.
As far as a devotee is concerned, he is not able to see the universal form. Because Arjuna wanted to see Krishna in this way, Krishna reveals this form. This universal form is not possible to be seen by an ordinary man. Krishna must give one the power to see it.
Yeah. So Krishna is giving the power to Arjuna to see it, and next time we'll see what that means. Okay. We'll pause here and continue next time from the 6th verse. Okay. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Srimad Bhagavad Gita ki jai.